We from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What is the deal? It is your boy Marley Bet, and this is Brothas N Bets and MLB edition. And of course, I got my partner with me here, Mr. Picks from Dave. What up, Dave?
What's up, buddy? How we doing today? I'm ready. Yesterday, sort of had an up and down day. I really like my plays though today. I say that every day, but especially today.
All right. I was iffy about yesterday. Turns out I did all right. 3-1 yesterday. How do I feel about my plays today? I feel good, but I'm cautious. But I did the research, so I'm confident. However that plays out. So obviously you guys see it on the screen. Yesterday went 3-1. Dave went 1-1. Hoodoo play of the day. It's 1-0. So we're off to a pretty good start. SBO, my brother, what is good? Getting in on this MLB action. Dog days of summer, people. It is here. I'm sweating in this garage for y'all right now. I gotta move my spot outside again because this is terrible.
Yeah, I can imagine.
This is terrible. I got a little fan right here. It works, but it's shit. 100 degrees outside. But y'all know how we like to do the MLB show. We're gonna get in, get out real quick. So with that being said, Dave, let's jump right into today's action. What are we going to start with? Let's start with the winner we had yesterday. Let's start here. Let's start with the Blue Jays and the Marlins. Both plays we were on yesterday. Was that plus money we got that for yesterday?
We did. We got plus money. Yep.
I thought so. Plus money there. I'll take it. Plus money casher there. So the lines today. Blue Jays run line plus 1.5 is at should be minus 200. Got a little typo there. The money line is at plus 104. Marlins run line minus 1.5 is at a plus 170, and the money line is at minus 114. We're looking at a total of 7.5. We got on the mound today. We got Kikuchi. He's on the mound. I don't know why I like saying Kikuchi's name, but I know why I like saying Kikuchi's name. Anyway, Mr. Kikuchi's on the mound today. He has a record of 6-2, I believe. Flip through my notes real quick, get to it. Yep, bam, should be right there. Where's Kikuchi? Yep, 6-2 with a 4.31 ERA, and Perez Yuri is on the mound today for the Marlins, 4-1 with a 1.80 ERA. Kuji's lost his last 2 times out on the mound. Well, I won't say he lost, but the Blue Jays lost. He got 2 no decisions. Also on Kikuchi, my man here. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Perez. Perez over his last 4 starts has been averaging less than 1 ERA. My man has been dealing with a 4-1, 1.80 ERA. Dave, I hate to kind of do this sometimes, but man, I'm going right back to the well here. I like the Marlins. Let me tell you exactly what I did because I think I made 2 plays on this game. Go to my pending bets here. I think I just took the first 5 today with Perez, though. I'm pulling up my pending bets right now because I was kind of scared to go full game, and he's just been dealing, honestly. He's been dealing. I looked up his last 5 starts, I believe, 3 starts. Let me try to pull up all these notes real quick. But my man, last start went 6, gave up nothing. The start before that went 5, gave up 1, and the start before that went 5, gave up nothing. So my man has been dealing. I took the first 5 money line. I believe I got it at a minus 120. Let me see, where is it? Marlins. Yeah, I got it at minus 120. I was 126. Excuse me. I was also looking. This was a question. Got 2 good pitchers on the mound right now, or I was looking at an under. I didn't jump on it yet for the first 5. It's at a 4.5, or is it at a 4? It's at a 4, but we're getting plus money on it. What are your thoughts about those plays, and what do you got today?
So give me 1 second while I look up one thing for this game. Okay, that's what figures. So
James, what up?
We were on this.
Swaggy. What's
up, Swaggy? What's up, James? What's up, chat? We were on this game yesterday. To me, the difference maker was Miami's bullpen, because I had the full game, but also, even though everyone's tooting Barrios, and they say he's getting better, I think you play to the back of your baseball card, and he's not that great. Same thing with Kikuchi. This is a guy that we were saying maybe shouldn't even be a starter. Last year, he was a super paid. He was a Patrick Corbin. Okay, maybe he turns the corner. How old is Kikuchi? I don't know.
He's up. He's not young. I can say that. I'll find it. Go ahead.
Well, yeah. Anyway, how many seasons does he have? Yeah, I mean, he's been in the league since 2019. His career ERA is almost at 5. He's not a good pitcher. He's not fooling me. And so 32. Right away off the bat against Yuri Perez, who's been shoving, the big pitch up advantage to Miami. Another thing too is Toronto's hitting very average against right-handed pitching. The Marlins, they're above average with run creation, but they're below average in power. Isolated power against lefties the past 2 weeks is 0.03 or 0.3, which is very, very low. No, it's 0.030. It's very, very low. Basically, they're getting a lot of singles and they're scoring runs, but there's not a lot of power. I like the Marlins full game or first half either way. I'm not going to bet it because of that. I also think, with scoring 11 runs yesterday, maybe there's a letdown. We'll see. But I do lean Miami. As far as the total goes, though, there's a reason why the under's plus money. I would lean the other way, especially with yeah, there he is. What's up, buddy? I would lean the under in the game. The thing I am looking to do is Jorge Soler hit an absolute rocket home run yesterday. The guy's a dude. Against Kikuchi in 9 at-bats. Sorry, it's 6 at-bats. He has 3 hits and 2 home runs. He had a home run last night. I was going to be on his hit prop. He's had hits in 5 of his last 5, and I was going to parlay it with something else. And this isn't an official show play because I don't want to be putting parlays as my official plays. But something I'm probably going to bet is either that or parlaying Soler's. His home run prop's only plus 250. That's really low, but there's a reason why. So I'm going to find a prop on Soler is what I'm saying in this game. Lean Marlins in the over, but I have no official play.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what kind of kept me off the full game. I was kind of worried about a letdown after putting up so many runs. Some ticks. After putting up so many, the chat is crazy. After putting up so many runs yesterday, Luis Alvarez had like a 5-hit game yesterday. I mean, they were all over the Rays.
He's yesterday. He's the best hitter in baseball right now. He's amazing.
So I just kind of decided I'm just going to ride with Perez. I mean, he's been lights out. And if he gets any kind of run support, I feel good about my first 5. Like you said, they're not batting the best right now. I mean, they're not even slugging 400. I remember Moose telling me last year, like, if anything, you want them to at least average is like 400. You
got to look at the last 2 weeks. I got to show you. So I'll tell you what they're doing. I'll tell you what they're doing here. And I look against left-handed pitching specifically. Their slugging is 361. I look at OPS, which is combined 722. So their OPS is a little bit above, which means their on base percentage is making up for it because OPS is getting on base. Yeah. But their ISO is 0.028 and the average is 0.1. They're the bottom of the barrel, meaning they're just getting singles. They're just hitting singles against lefties.
Right. So another concern, obviously. Yeah. So I kind of just went with pitching here, and I kind of feel the same way you do about Kikuchi. I remember last year, like he was a fade. He was 50-50. You never knew what you were going to get. Yeah, and I kind of stopped looking at the records of guys and look more at the ERA because the record doesn't necessarily tell the full story, in my opinion. Mm-mm. So it's kind of like I said last year, man. I learned a lot from you, Moose, and even LJ because he's a statistician. A couple other people I follow with my baseball stuff anyway, and I kind of just make my own little betting formula from that. I'm definitely not as in depth as you guys go to. I would. There's some things I want to start looking at, but got to get a lot better. So I like the first 5 though. I made that play already. Let's keep it going. Interesting game here. Two teams that are very hot right now are playing pretty good baseball. We got the Braves and the Phillies. Braves run line is at -1.5 is at +105. The money line is at -146. Phillies run line +1.5 is at -125. And for whatever odd reason, I did not put the money line there. Maybe just moving too fast. So the money line for the Phillies is, give me 1 second, -120 is what I'm looking at. Excuse me, +130. No, drop -125. Excuse me, is what we're looking at right now. On the mound today, we have Suarez, if I'm not mistaken, and my main man Spencer Strider. I rode with Strider a lot last year. Strider is 7-2 overall record with a 4.12 ERA, and Suarez is 1-2 with a 3.82 ERA. Last 3 games for Strider, 2 wins with a no decision. Last game he went 5, went 5, gave up 5. Game before that went 4, gave up 8. So he's been struggling in the last 2 games, so to speak. And the game before that, he went 6 and only gave up 2. Suarez, on the other hand, his last 3 games, he went 7, gave up nothing, went 6, gave up 1, went 7, and gave up 1. And with that being said, picks from Dave, believe it or not, I'm on Suarez. I like the Phillies here. Both these teams are on, I know, at a bare minimum 5 game. Let me go to 10. I like looking at 10 versus 5. But over those last 10 games, both teams 8-2. Phillies, since this is a home game for them, they're 2-1 at the crib. ATS, they're 5-5. And ATS at home, they're 1-2. Meanwhile, the Braves 2-1. This is their away in the last 10 games. They're 8-2 overall, 2-1 on the road, 6-4 ATS overall in those 10, and 1-2 ATS on the road. I like Philly here, Dave. I'm as much as I rode Strider last year, last 2 games, he's given up 5 ERAs and 8 the game before that. I don't know if he has that figured out yet. Philly, on the other hand, they are, or at least Suarez, I feel like I'm saying his name wrong. He's only allowed, he hasn't allowed no more than 2 runs in his last 3 outings. They're batting at 258, but they're slugging at 420. So I've never really done this bet. I want your thoughts on it. I like the run line just based off the value. +1.5, -125, or should I just jump on the money line, ride Suarez, and it is what it is?
I think you're on the wrong side.
Okay,
I'm just, you know what, you stay with it and you do you. This is what this is my cap on this, and I'm gonna think I might make this official. I might talk myself into it. So
okay,
I watched Spencer Strider last time versus the Phillies. I was on the Phillies. I was on a stream. I was the only guy on the Phillies, and they got absolutely demolished. Absolutely demolished. Spencer Strider gave up 2 runs, but and this was in Atlanta. I have to look up what the score was, but I remember it being like 7-0 in the first 5 innings, or 7-2, or some crazy shit. They smoked them. And Strider is a question mark to me. He's been good. His past 2 starts have not been great. The Phillies are hitting right-handed pitch in the past 2 weeks, average, which is fine. And Suarez is a good pitcher. I think he's pitching a little over his expected value. And Atlanta is absolutely smacking the shit out of left-handed pitching the past 2 weeks. 124 WRC plus, 237 ISO, which means their hit OPS is 852. Slugging is 526 if you're looking at slugging. This team is hitting. I want to say that maybe I wanted to maybe lean towards the over, but the Braves bullpen has been really good. I'm making it official. I'm going Braves team total over 4.5 at -125. That way your Phillies can win. It's a high scoring game. Fine. I just don't see even with Suarez, they get to the bullpen. I mean, the Braves are just crushing the ball. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I get it. You know, hold on. Braves team total
over 4.5. Oh, that's my official play. I'm betting it right now too.
I mean, I don't knock it. I get it. The Braves are they're hot right now. They're 8-2 over their last 10. Like you said, they're smacking the shit out of the ball right now.
Yeah.
I just really made my play based off Spencer Strider's last 2 outings. In the way he's giving it up. And Suarez is pitching good right now. Yeah, I kind of agree with your theory. Like, he's probably pitching a little bit above what he does.
He's also his home ERA. Just before you might want to just look at this. He's at 4 games on the road, and his ERA is 2.19. Opponent's batting average 264. At home, he's at 3 games, so 1 less game. His home ERA is 6.92. Suarez. So, just something to think. Just something to think about. I don't hate the bet, because the fact that I'm not pulling the trigger on Atlanta because of how well they're doing means I think that Suarez can pitch well. But if they get 2 off of Suarez, they can get 3 off the bullpen easy. I watched that game. What was the answer? It was like double. It was like 12-2 or something crazy. And that's who the Braves are, especially the interdivision against a rival. You know, we can both win this. It'll be a high-scoring game.
All right. Well, you could have talked me off a little bit, but I already bet it, so it's already in.
So
it's all good.
I am on the Phillies run line, and you know what's crazy? I never normally take run lines unless it's -1.5 to get the plus money. I've never really taken plus 1.5 for whatever reason. I don't know.
Let's get a 5-4 game, and you win your bet.
I think I'm good. I still like it. Phillies run line.
Yeah. It all correlates because the over is 8.5, and it's juiced to the over. So 9-run game, 5-4, you win. 6-5, you win. Or if the Phillies win, 6-5. I mean,
I'll take it.
We got it.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I still like it. We're still here. God damn it! Fucking fly. I just got a dog now. Fucking flies are everywhere. Fucking flies pissing me off. Fucking flies pissing me off. All right, let's keep it moving here. And I think we only got like 3 more games left. Let's jump here. Let's jump on your game. This is your game. I don't have a play on this game, but my boy, I think I might want to follow you if you go where I think you're gonna go. But we're talking about the Mariners and the Yankees. Run line for the Mariners plus 1.5 is at -220. The money line is at -103. The Yankees run line -1.5 is at plus 180. And the money line is at -107. On the mound today, we have Mr. Garrett Cole. And you know what? Honestly, I don't know for the Mariners because I didn't cap this game. So give me a second.
George Kirby.
Kirby's on the mound today?
George Kirby, yeah.
Kirby, let me get down here. There we go. Kirby's on the mound today, 6-5 overall record with a 3.24 ERA. And Garrett Cole, the man, 7-1 with a 2.7 ERA. I'll let my man Picks from Dave take it away from here. I'm just listening on this one. But if you go where I think you're going to go, I'm going to ride. Take it away.
So Garrett Cole is definitely one of the better pitchers of the past, 8 years or however long he's been pitching. He's always scary to bet against, especially at home. I mean, it's the Yankees at home. He's been susceptible sometimes. Sometimes he's shoved. He's actually pitched fairly well over his last 5 games. And when you look at George Kirby, he's a very, very good pitcher. Low ERA, done the same. I mean, in his last 5 games, a couple games he's got touched. 2 of them he got touched up, and 3 of them he shoved. The thing about George Kirby is last time he faced, and this was in Seattle, but last time he faced the Yankees, he went 8 shutout innings. It was a combined shutout, gave up 3 hits. The guy did very, very well against that lineup. And the Yankees, past 2 weeks against right-handed pitching, have the worst run creation stat. They're not creating runs. WRC plus, they're dead last in the league against right-handed pitching. Now, I know Judge has been in and out, but let's say he's in there and they get halfway to 100. They're still below average. So it's slight lean to George Kirby, big lean towards the Seattle Mariners bats, and a slight lean, even though both bullpens have been good the past 2 weeks, to the Mariners. Put that all together, and then you scratch your head and you wonder why the Yankees, it's basically a pick 'em. The Yankees have a team where there's a pick 'em at home. I'm taking the Mariners on the money line. That's what I like.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like I said, I didn't really break this game down, but just looking at it, and I know the Yankees bats have been suffering. They got a lot of injuries. Like you said, Judge has been out, and even if he comes back, his first game. Is it his first game back if he plays tonight?
I don't know. I'm going to look up the lineup right now. I probably should have done that, but one guy doesn't make or break my decision.
Right. I agree. So, yeah, I'm probably going to tell you on that Mariners money line.
He's out. They got Bowers, Torres, Stanton, Rizzo, Donaldson, Bader, McKinney, Trevino, Volpe. Yep, he's out.
I like it. I like it. Like I said, I'm still behind still catching up on MLB, but I do know that the Mariners are a tough out and the Yankees bats suck at the moment. So, yeah, love it. All right, this is kind of, I like this play. I hope you agree with my play here on this next game, and I think we're probably on the same play the last game. But right now, talking about the Cubs and the Pirates. We got the Cubs run line -1.5 is at +125. The money line is at a -126. Pirates run line +1.5 is at -145. The money line for the Pirates is at +116, and we're looking at a total of 8. So on the mound today, we got Stroman, Chicago's ace, 8-4, 2.45 ERA, and Oviedo for the Pirates, 3.6 with a 4.40 ERA. Stroman's last 3 outings, 3 wins. He went 6 in the last game, gave up 2, 6 in the game before that, gave up 2, and 6 in the game before that, and he gave up nothing. Oviedo, his last 3 outings, he went 4, gave up 4, went 6, gave up 2, and went 7 and gave up 2. Not really pitching bad, not really pitching great. Probably your average MLB pitcher as far as I'm concerned. Over the last 10 games, the Cubbies are 8-2, 3-1 on the road, 7-3 ATS overall, 3-1 ATS on the road. In the same 10 games, the Pirates are 2-8, 2-2 at home, 2-8 ATS, and 1-5 ATS. 1-3 ATS at the crib. I am all over the Cubbies here on the money line. I got the ace. I got their best pitcher on the mound, Stroman. He's been delivering. I expect him to deliver. And I think I said this yesterday, or maybe it was yesterday. I don't know, but I felt like I was talking to you when I said this about the Pirates. I know their record is a lot better than normally at this time. And I know they started out really hot, especially for a Pittsburgh team that we're not used to seeing win. But I think that shit was an aberration. And I think they've been coming down to earth since then. Like you said, over the last 10, they're 2-8. I think those are the Pirates that we're going to see for a longer span of the series of the season versus the hell of a start they got out to. I don't think that start was real. Maybe somebody can let me know if I'm wrong because I haven't been just super into baseball like that yet. But I like the Cubbies. I'm big on the Cubbies today. I like Stroman. And I also, bats aren't the best here with either team. But Cubbies have a little bit more. I just like Stroman here with the 2.45 ERA versus Oviedo. I'm on the first 5, but I'm on the first 5 in the full game, but I'm show purposes, I'm only giving out the full game.
Yeah, I don't hate it at all. Yesterday, I was very close to taking the Cubs, and they shut out the Pirates. The Pirates are on like a 7 or 8 game losing streak. Stroman's a better pitcher than Smiley. Pirates are doing a horrible period at bat, but really bad against right-handed pitching. I see a bet on the Cubs any which way in this game as a definite lean. I'm just not in love with taking two mediocre teams. I've got to have it like I've got to have like a straight edge. Your biggest edge is Stroman and how bad the Pirates bats are, and the Pirates downward momentum because they're losing streak. And I don't like to bet. I'll bet on teams that are on a couple game losing streak, but I don't go like, oh, they've lost 8 games in a row. They're due.
Due for a win. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah. So if I had a couple more edges, I'd be on the Cubs. But I'm staying off. But I like your Cubs bet. I do.
Cool. I'm rocking with the Cubs. I'm on it. That's one of my better bets for today. Not the best bet for today, but I like what I'm rocking with Stroman. All right, last game before we get up out of here. We both have a play on this one. We're talking about the Rangers taking on the White Sox. Rangers, a lot of people think are the best team in baseball. Definitely playing like it. One of the best teams in baseball, anyway. Seems like they got it all pitching and batting right now. All right, so the lines for the Rangers is -1.5 is at +105. The money line is at -150. The White Sox run line +1.5 is at -125, and the money line is at +140. We're looking at a total of 8.5. On the mound today, we have Eovaldi versus Cease. Eovaldi is 9-3 with a 2.59 ERA. Cease 3-3, 4.31 ERA. Eovaldi's last 3 games, loss, win. In those 3 games, he went 7, gave up 3, went 6, gave up 4. Before that, 6, gave up nothing. Cease's his last 3 games are all no decisions. He went 5, gave up 2, went 6, gave up 1, went 5, gave up 1. So not pitching too bad is Cease, although the record doesn't say so. I'll let you come with all the numbers, but I'm on the Rangers, man. I'm just riding the hotter team, the better team. I think their batting is like 270. I mean, Adonis is like fucking looking like the man right now.
Like Adonis.
Yeah, there we go. Looking like Adonis. So I'm all, last 7 games. The White Sox are 5-7. They started out terrible, kind of played their way back a little bit. And the Rangers just started hot, been hot. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games. But I like the Rangers here on the money line. I'm going to rock with Eovaldi. I expect a bounce back performance, even though he's won his last 3 games. But the performances haven't been his best. What do you think? What are your thoughts? What do you got?
Yeah, I'm on the Rangers. I mean, I'll start with, the Rangers are hitting Rays best team. I don't know, maybe could be. Rangers are slightly above average against right-handed pitching. The White Sox are slightly below. Their bullpens are about the same, slight edge to Texas as far as ERA recently. And Cease isn't a bad pitcher. And Nathan Eovaldi used to be a guy that's kind of like up in the air. You never know, but
I know.
Here's the thing with this game. Nathan Eovaldi has thrown, and this is why maybe people would lean full first 5. I'm doing a little test and taking full games. I've been getting burnt, and I kind of feel like if there's a slight edge or no edge in bullpens, there's no reason to not keep them in and give yourself an extra stretch to come back if you have to, especially if your bats are better like Texas. So that's why I'm not going first 5. But Nathan Eovaldi, he's pitched 6 games at home and 8 games on the road, so more games on the road. His home ERA is 3.46, but his away ERA is 1.98. This guy is shoving on the road. He's on the road with the team that's hitting better versus suspect team in general and the White Sox. So I'm on the Rangers money line. Thing is I got it at -125. This thing jumped up to -141. Oh, -150 some places. I already got my bet in. Do I endorse? Would I bet it again at that price? Probably not. But I know there are plenty of you out there that don't give a shit about taking minus 50s, 150s. So if you don't, take it.
That's kind of my cap. 150.
Yeah, a lot of people's cap. But the fact that I'm even thinking, I would think about taking it because I don't take full game money lines over minus 130. Rarely, maybe minus 132. Everything is even 120s. I have to think about full games. But this is a good juiced play, in my opinion. Rangers money line.
Gotcha. Well, we're both right there with each other. Swaggy, let me ask you something, man. You said the Guardians run line best bet. My problem with Cleveland and the Guardians, like their bats suck, and I don't like taking teams who can't hit on a run line. So I don't even look at Cleveland's run line, to be honest with you. I never even paid any attention, whether they win or lose. I'm not saying it's not a good bet. I'm just saying their bats aren't good enough for me to be taking. I don't care who's pitching for them. Even if it's their ace, they line to win the game 1-0. They're good for a 1-1 game. They can't hit enough for me. That's just me personally. I'm not saying it's a bad bet though, but I just can't do it. Texas, so I guess you're parlaying Texas and Cleveland. I guess that's what you're saying. I guess that's what you're saying. I would say the hoodoo play of the day is Cubs money line, man. We rocking with Stroman today, man.
There we go.
We're Stromaned out today. All right, quick recap, real quick. We're almost at our little get in, get out moment. My man,
let's do one more game real quick. I want to throw this.
Go ahead.
The
Detroit game.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes,
so Royals Tigers, real easy cap. Two stinky pitchers. Detroit's actually hitting left-handed pitching. I mean, Lynch and Lorenzen are god awful. Look how many runs they're giving up. It's at 8.5. Even though the Kansas City Royals aren't a great hitting team, and their bullpen stink too. I'm on the over in that game, 8.5 runs.
Too. Shit, they're bad.
Yeah. They're two bad teams. This is going to be it's going to be like a t-ball game where they're just hitting the ball and yeah. So anyway, I'm on the over 8.5 in that game.
8.5. Is that an official play?
Yep.
All right, Detroit, KC over 8.5.
I gotta look at it. I might tell they're bad. I can go with Detroit's bats. They're not that.
You got 10 minutes, so.
But fucking KC, oh my god, they're terrible.
Yeah.
Tigers money line over 8. Swaggy agrees with you. Appreciate you, Swaggy, man, for joining in. Everybody else in the chat, my brother SBO, Don Play, James, Nate for dropping in. Nate always dropping in on me now. Celtics second quarter. All the goddamn time. All right, recap before we get up out of here. Dave's plays, Braves, team total over 4.5. Mariners, money line. Rangers, money line. Detroit, KC, over 8.5. Yeah, boy. First 5 in the Marlins game on the money line. Phillies, run line, plus 1.5. Cubs, money line. Hoodoo play of the day. And topping it off, me and Dave are both on the Rangers money line. Dave, you want to tell the people where to find you at?
Picks from Dave, YouTube. Picks from Dave, Twitter. Brothas N Bets. And yeah. Good luck, guys. Best of luck.
You know what I'm waiting on real quick before we get out of here?
Yeah.
I can't wait until we do the college breakdown. Not till the season starts, like the preseason, each major conference like we did last year. I'm ready for that. I'm ready to go get my book. I'm ready to see what's going to go on. I'm excited about it. All right. With that being said, I am Marley Bet, and this is Brothas N Bets. Like yesterday, 3-in-1 day, I smacked their ass up in the Hoodoo play, win 1-0. Yes, sir. And like today, we're going to smack them up again today, too. And tomorrow, we're going to smack their ass up again. Y'all already know what it is, man. Let's beat Vegas. And we out this motherfucker. Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problem.
problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays.